Story 6, Part 22, The Awakening Streets. The city smelled different that morning. Not clean, not fresh, but awake. Chicago had always carried its own pulse, the rhythm of sirens, footsteps, engines, and the chatter of lives intersecting. But now, beneath it all, there was another beat, a quiet, steady heartbeat that hadn't been there before. Jacob met me at the corner of Roosevelt and California. His eyes were wide, but not in fear. There was awe. There. Looking around, he said. People, like they're noticing things for the first time. I nodded. The pulse we had broken wasn't gone entirely. Shadows lingered, corners of the city still trembling with the remnants of the old covenant. But the chains had been loosened. For the first time, many could see. We walked, side by side, through streets that had felt suffocating for years. People stared at us, curious. Not with suspicion, but recognition. Recognition of something greater, something freeing. Then it began. The first spark of awakening came in whispers. A street preacher who had never been heard before suddenly spoke with clarity, calling for truth instead of lies. A young girl, sitting on the stoop, lifted her head and prayed aloud, and a small crowd joined her, feeling the warmth in their chest. Even the homeless seemed to straighten, as if invisible burdens had been lifted. But darkness never surrenders easily. In an alley near Madison, I saw it, the remnants of the pulse. Not a full shadow this time, just flickers. Eyes in walls, whispers in the wind, hands that tried to reach through cracks. They hissed, "This city is ours. You cannot stop it. You cannot stop him." I clenched my fists and prayed, calling on God to expand the light, to show the city his power. And he did. From street lamps to windowsills, from corners to rooftops, tiny flames of illumination appeared, ordinary people radiating extraordinary light. It wasn't magic. It wasn't their strength. It was the Spirit moving through them. The pulse's remnants shrieked, recoiling at the sudden tide of faith and awareness. Jacob grabbed my arm. "It's working," he said. And I saw it, too. The city itself seemed to breathe differently, streets stretching, windows reflecting the sky, rivers glittering like veins of life instead of stagnant traps. God's plan was unfolding, layer by layer. Chicago was no longer just a city of shadows. It was becoming a city of witnesses. But the pulse, though weakened, had not vanished entirely. It would regroup. It would whisper. It would try again. And when it did, the people of Chicago, awakened and emboldened, would not be alone. We were ready. Because salvation doesn't just fall from heaven, it rises through the hearts of the willing.